Good evening, 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 and welcome to the Friday Night Game Brigade. This is Blackjack Kent. We are trying out a new game today. The first, actually, in a series that we accidentally played the second one first, called Detective Grimoire. We already played the original, or the second game in the series, which was Tangle Tower, which we enjoyed tremendously. So I'm very much hoping that the original will be equally enjoyable. It's supposed to be much shorter. We'll probably get through it tonight. Hi, Bree. How you doing? Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. And yeah, so we'll probably get through it tonight. Probably not going to be more than one night's stream worth of adventures. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it turns out to be as good as Tangle Tower was. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started here, I suppose. That is very loud. My goodness. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Alright. So, new save file. Area, the beginning. Challenges 0 out of 7. Sounds good. Headphones strongly recommended. Okay, well, all set on that score. You'll need sound to properly experience this game. Cool. I'm ready. Okay, this is dramatic.
Last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous? All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Hey, Ryder.
Case file?
Welcome, welcome.
There's not a lot of it, is there?
How's your Friday going?
We only know the bare essentials at this point.
All right. So, here we go into the mystery. Police file. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Okay, so this is presumably our feeling stiff and sore, but otherwise it's been a decent day. Well, good, yay for decent, and I hope you get good rest time now. All right, presumably this is Arvik, and the murder scene, the wounds, the 3 small wounds, footprints, and the bog creature marked suspect. Okay, cool. It is a bummer that we don't have our sidekick that we get in we got in Tangle Tower. But we do still have our main guy here.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this tourist attraction.
Aw, Sleepy Bree.
Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Okay, once again, digging the voice acting. Oh. Was her name Poppy? I think Poppy was one of the suspects in Tangle Tower. What was her name? Hold on. Sally was her name. Sally Spears. But yes, she would definitely have some commentary here. But yes, we miss her.
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here, when you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Okay. You're no Sally. She's way prettier than you are, Mr. Whoever you are. But, okay. So, what do we got here? We have 7 challenges, we know for sure. 1% completion. This is our suspects, I think. Or, like, characters we've found. This is our clues. Yeah, okay, so suspects, clues, notes. For suspects, we have Remington, the boss, murder victim. We hope you enjoy your visit to Boggy's Bog. I very much miss Sally already as well. Okay. Much like Grimoire misses his hat. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, suspicious. His body was found outside.
Suspicious.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we have clues about each person, and we can mark which ones are suspicious. I think all of these would be considered suspicious, but not... They're suspicious, but not in a way that indicates him. Because he's dead. So, kind of hard for him to be the murderer. Hi, Harry. How you doing? Happy Friday. Welcome. Unrelated, but I have to share. Valentine's Neuter Your Ex campaign animal shelter. Neuter your ex sounds like revenge. Shelters say it's an act of love. This Valentine's Day, pet shelters say something shouldn't breed. Oh, I'm so sick of paywalls, you guys. So sick of it. But yes, so Remington is our murder victim here, the head of this tourist attraction relating to Boggy the swamp monster, and he dead. Remington, that is. Big dead. It says pay $50 to name a pet after your ex and then it will be spayed or neutered. That's amazing. I love it. Okay, so I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, by marking these not suspicious, none of these are suspicious because we are presumably assuming that the murder victim is not also the murderer. Unless this is a very different and much darker game than I think it is. So, we're gonna mark all of those not suspicious. And then we have Boggy, who has not been officially cited for 60 years, but has nevertheless got a cartoon character and a whatchamacallit, tourist attraction set up for him. I would say that the thing about Remington having the claw marks and shit is suspicious, but suspicious of Boggy, not suspicious of Remington. I don't know. I'm confused a little bit about this, but that's fine. Okay, so that's that. Clues, we have the police file, which we've already looked at. Okay, and then notes has nothing in it yet. Oh wait, swamp dock. Yeah, okay, no clues in the swamp dock. Okay, and then over here we have easy access to our suspects. Okay, better head to the crime scene first. One of these cats will be named Robot Mansplainer, she said, after a donor's ex. She couldn't remember his actual name because she had him in her phone as Robot Mansplainer, so we're naming the cat that. That's amazing. I love it. Alright, so let's head to the... Okay. Crime scene.
That's where I need to go.
It sure is.
To walk mode with the button in the bottom right.
Oh, okay then.
And if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
I don't think I'm feeling confident. We're gonna stick with this. Alright, walk mode. Let's go. Who dis?
Aha! Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
The hell? Okay, so there was a game apparently in the series before this that was like a flash game, browser game. So I'm assuming that's what this is referring to. I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me.
Wow, okay, kid.
I'll go after it. You can wait here and behave.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map
Who
of
is this
swamp?
child?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared.
Okay.
I might pretend I imagined her.
That's very suspicious. I might pretend I imagined her. Okay.
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they... fighting?
Okay, what just got updated? Okay, we have our map now. A map of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, generously donated by the mysterious little girl at the entrance. When I'm exploring the swamp, I can access my map from the map button in the corner. Okay, cool. I bet the little girl did it. Oh, she's not a suspect. That's tragic. Okay. Wooden board shows an image of Boggy being handled roughly by a man dressed as an explorer. Okay.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Okay. Anything else to look at here?
No clues. It's an old statue.
Okay. Forward, I guess.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk.
I know. I wanted to see if you had anything to say first. Statue of the Boggy character greets visitors at the entrance. His feet are hidden in murky water. Tourist attraction is called Boggy's Bog. Okay. Onward.
Just my luck, the gate's closed.
Yes.
Looks like I can move these metal latches.
Our first
around.
puzzle.
I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Okay. Okay, our first puzzle. Here we go. So we need to get one of these over here. Wait. No, shit. It's stuck. Now I can't get it back the other way. Fuck. Is there a reset button? I think I fucked up. Okay, it's just not moving now. Can I restart that?
Don't forget.
Yeah,
Just my looks. I should just-
Okay,
then
you gotta
I'll be able to
reset.
get through this. Probably.
Okay, let's try not fucking that up this time. Be a little more cautious. Oh, well that was easy.
Nice. I might get one of these from my office.
This is definitely not high difficulty, necessarily.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense.
Why
to
is
me.
this music so loud?
Let's do some thinking.
Thinking! I love
Drag
thinking.
any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence.
I remember really enjoying this mechanic in Tangle Tower, so...
Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion.
Okay.
Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Boggy's Bog, the tourist attraction, is far too remote for the murder... Wait. For the murder to have happened? No, wait, hold on. The swamp is far... Okay. Alright, the swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money, I assume is what they're going for here.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
I know, right? I was tempted to go with, like, the little girl is too stupid to... whatever. Alright, what do we got?
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Definitely some eyes going on in there. Did you see that?
There's a hollow part of the tree.
Okay. Interesting.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food. Note to self, don't fall in. It's a fork in the road. How non-linear. Those trees are more dense. It's like a forest back there. Note to self, it's a fork in... Those trees are...
Alright. Should we start with the cafe or the museum first? What do we think? I guess he said he's not interested in the cafe. Oh, okay, cafe? Alright, we'll go to the cafe.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else.
Detective, you're making my questions to the audience moot. Hi, kitty!
I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Alright, fine, we'll go this way. You're making me not listen to Airy, game. Alright, protest. What?
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog.
Hi, Joe! How you doing?
I can't wait.
Okay. I know, right? How dare he? Alright, let's see. How you doing, Joe? How's your Friday? Okay, I don't know what protest means. Where's my map? There it is. That's not the map. Well, no, that is the map. Hold on. Large tree trunk that is being used for a protest. Is it? I guess that's what this up here.
I should visit the crime. I think Officer...
Oh my god, okay.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore. Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait.
Yay, good job, Sid.
Looks like this...
Okay.
Looks like... Looks like...
Alright, let's go. Wait.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Aha! I was right. Okay, what was that about? Few blue and red flower petals are scattered on the ground. Alright, let's go before Mr. Grimoire bursts a blood vessel. Clearing. Alright.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Okay. Path leading through the trees doesn't look inviting and isn't mentioned on the signposts.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one. This area is kind of empty. I can't see anything worth writing down.
I miss our assistant so much. They really made a good choice introducing her for the second game.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stone. If that...
Shouldn't do much on it yet, because I mildly sprained my wrist. No! Can we get some hugs for Joe in the chat, please? Alright, so we're going that way, but eventually. Not yet. I think this is where the crime scene
I
is.
should visit the crime.
Oh.
I think Officer.
Never mind. All right, we're gonna go this way. All right. Outside office. All right, so this is the murder scene. So there's the dead dude. There's the monster tracks.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
Well, why not?
Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Okay.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
Interesting. All right. Well, there's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and on the outside.
I may.
Okay.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door and back down into those reeds by the water. There are and what's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the reeds down in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not college level puzzle solving for the most part, at least up to this point. But, alright, let's see. This is going to take us over here and around here and boom.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I wonder where this lock.
Alright, a lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange... Wow, that's really bright. Hold on. Maybe see if we can not wash me out quite so much. Okay, there we go. Okay. Lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime. Suddenly, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. To be fair, the first game we played started easy, but some of the puzzles got rough. That is true. That is true. It might ramp up later. Suddenly rises the moon. Yeah. Bow before Our Lady of Silver. Okay. So, check out the murder site here.
This is where they found Remington's body.
Got an achievement. Let's get started. Examine the crime scene. All right. Right, we've read this already. Okay. I don't know why it keeps flashing this as if I can do anything with it. Oh, maybe we can use the lockpick to go in now that we have it? Is that the idea?
I can't get in. Maybe if I...
Hang on. Lockpick. Can I use it? Is that a thing that I can do? Okay, it seems like no. Okay, area outside Richard Remington's office. There are 3-toed footprints leading up to the office and back down to some reeds by the water. Remington's body. Hey, Plasma. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? You know, it really would have been very funny if the game let you explore everywhere else before you ever visited the murder scene. Yeah, Grimoire was very insistent that we not do that, so I must obey. Remington's body was found on the wooden planks outside his office. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and on the outside. Okay. So that seems to imply, or at least my immediate guess, is that Remington was attacked in his office, tried to climb out the window, and then died out here. Got pizzas out of the oven and about to open a beer. That sounds like a very relaxing Friday night. I approve. I would also like some pizza. I really wish this would stop flashing at me since I can't use it. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we know...
There are bizarre and... I don't like it here. What's this?
Oh, we did that already.
It's Remington's office, but I don't think I have a...
Okay. Okay, I think we've looked and now we can go do other things, maybe. Hi, Sid!
Some suspects.
Giving me Monkey Island game vibes. Yeah, very much in that same kind of semi-silly point-and-click adventure genre. Considerably less, involved, I think, than Monkey Island. How Long to Beat said this would probably take us one stream, compared to the, like, 2 or 3 that, Tangle Tower took. Joe hated. Yeah, I can't imagine why Joe would hate a game called Monkey Island. Alright, suspects.
Let's get this investigation started.
Hell yeah, alright. Who are these people? This person seems to be giving Shakespeare vibes already.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
Van de Peer.
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
I feel like I recognize some of these VAs from Tangle Tower as well, which is nice. I haven't played Monkey Island in years. They re-released it. Yeah, I streamed the revamped version a number of years ago now. It wasn't bad, to my recollection. I didn't hate it. My ability at point-and-click games is pretty middling at best, but alright. That is here. Writer, we'll shout out the beard. That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Okay, so things to ask. Your job.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. Looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want
Drugs.
anyone else shooting for me.
Crystal meth. Okay. Getting a lot of new stuff on the docket here. Actually ran into someone streaming it about a year ago. I had to tell them how to sneak into the kitchen. Yeah, I definitely had to get a lot of help from the audience on that one, as I recall. Alright, last night.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual.
I fucked a tree.
Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
It was the crystal meth, for
Bobby
sure.
Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? I'll decide there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Okay. Interesting. I really enjoy the VA in this series. They really did a great job, especially for like a tiny indie game like this. All right, footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder, filmed by Vincent Van de Peer in the clearing on the west side of the swamp near the crime scene. There's nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. All right, so creaking, outcry, blast, clang, ripping, thud, clang. Okay, so presumably my working theory is Remington climbed out the window, which is why fell and probably pulled on the curtain while he was falling, which is why it was ripped, and that's probably what this sound is. So the thud would be him hitting the what the fuck is it called? Pier? Outside. Catwalk. Walkway. Whatever. Outside. And then the rest of it, I don't know. The blast is interesting. Is that a gun? Is it supposed to be a gunshot? 10 stream streak! Holy crap, Plasma, thank you so much for your loyal watching. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay. So, then... I don't know what... It doesn't sound like a gun, and also the guy's injuries did not sound like a gun either, so I'm not sure why this is labeled blast. So yeah, I don't know. We'll come back to this. Presumably this will be important. Alright, so we got a bunch of updates in here. We have Van de Peer. Alright. Alright, we don't have challenge topics yet because we haven't talked to everyone, but we do have some clues. Alright, so we have things to mark as suspicious versus non-suspicious about Van de Peer. I'd say
Suspicious.
that he's researching locations for a movie is perhaps weird, but not suspicious. I will call this suspicious, though. Van de Peer filmed by himself last night. Was unable to find Burl last night.
Not suspicious.
Was filming at the exact time of the murder. We'll say suspicious. Not suspicious that he's made a string of popular fantasy movies. Let's go well, let's see what else we got in here. Film footage. Okay, so we've seen that already. Nothing new there. And then... Alright, the path leading through... Okay, cool. So... Alright, let's... We don't have anything about Big Boy here yet, so let's talk to him.
All
What's
right,
up, bro? You look like a sausage.
Suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder.
He looks like a thumb, exactly.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my second name. Detective is my first name.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name. Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
What should I ask the cameraman? A sense of dread. Okay. What do we got? Doesn't explain why. Okay. Vincent Van de Peer. Yeah, this is my favorite part of this series by like a long shot. Yeah, I was torn between that one as well. All right, Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night.
Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burl
Oh, really,
was
really?
nowhere to be found.
I only
last
have
night.
3.
Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Okay, we have a challenge topic to talk with Burl.
Oh?
Also up for, damn, there is a surplus of names happening in this chat. Are you a gnome? Alright, let's talk. All right, we'll start out with your job.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did he want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Cassandra Pentagast. How many does she have? Like 6? Can't remember. Okay. A ghost. Why is this ghost so cute? As an why my eyebrows? My eyebrows offered to help Vincent Vanderpeer to murder the victim. Oh, okay. Right. You know what? You can both be right, Joe. Alright, can anyone just walk in here and start filming? Offered to help only recently. Okay, this is kind of a gut one if I'm understanding correctly. Yeah?
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Alright, so yeah, that's a challenge we can do to... What's his face over there? Vanderpeer?
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Oh, is it Plasma?
I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
Dun dun
That's right, I saw
dun!
him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Interesting. Alright, let's do the challenge.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
You left it with Vanderpeer and he used it instead.
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
People do take
Well, I can't
walks,
say
Grimoire.
that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Crystal meth! It was crystal meth! Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Pretty sure that's not how developing film works, but okay. Whoosh. What the fuck? Hi, Boggy.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
Alright. Yeah, it's definitely not how photo development works, but whatever. Alright. A blurry photograph taken by Bobby Burrell shortly before the murder. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. The being in the photo seems to have long legs. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. Interesting. Let's challenge what's-his-face over here.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past. Bobby's interested in leggy bog monsters. Who isn't?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Okay. I love this, actually. Okay, so I am assuming the answer is that we're supposed to assume that Vanderpeer bribed Remington to let this happen, but the sword is pretty great. Also, the Valentine and the flowers, all of these options are pretty hilarious, but I think the answer is...
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the film.
100% success rate so far. Let's go.
Bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about.
Okay.
I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
I love that this implies he gets his ideas from just doodling what the voices in his head tell him. Yes, we are the voice within his head. I'm into it. Okay. So, as before, we have the option to present images, or, like, items to each character. I think I want to look around more first, and then we'll do a big clue dissemination extravaganza like we did last time. Oh, wait, no, we've been here already. This way? Alright, the museum. Boggy's Bog Museum.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
We saw those elsewhere.
I don't think it's this. That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in the swamp.
Is it, though? It's like sideways.
Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre.
Not very well, I'll tell you that.
It's a stepping stone path that goes past the museum and into the woods. So glad I'm wearing my best shoes today.
Well, that was your mistake, Grimmy. Because, you knew you were going to a swamp.
It's a stepping stone. So there's less light back there. Those trees are getting thicker and thicker. There's that museum. Is it?
Okay. Let's go into the museum, I guess.
I can get these brass handles out of the way.
Okay.
Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Okay. Interesting. Aha! Okay. Got it. Whoop. That. And then that. And then that. And then...
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Top hat guy? I don't know what that's referring to. But yay, we did it. And another suspect.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs.
Should I? Okay, if you say so.
Something seems out of place.
Alright, according to historical sketches, the skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to that of a toad and frog. 3 prominent, sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapon of the boggy swamp monster. Some early sketches even showed a small thumb. Okay.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Aha. These flippers, they're not part of the museum exhibit, that's for sure. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Look at our clue situation here.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, nothing new there. There are facsimile sculptures of Boggy's claws in a glass case. Okay.
I'd better take a look at this. This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy.
In a museum about Boggy? What is this madness?
It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
A journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Very boggling indeed. Okay.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer who first discovered Boggy in the swamp 60 years ago.
Okay.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
Okay. Who's this dude?
So, let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was
We
it
have
my
not, right?
stylish trench coat, my sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day.
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day.
Alright. Yeah, this guy seems sketch. Your job.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
so you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Okay.
What kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific
Oh,
fact
dear.
and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So,
Okay.
you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Okay. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original... Yeah, same. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he has 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him appear less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. Right, he's always depicted with his feet in the water. They keep emphasizing that. If it was slightly less nasally, he'd sound very similar to a guy who works in one of my stores. Maybe he does voice acting on the side. Alright, so that gives us... We're not done talking with you. Last night.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
Then what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Uh-huh. Okay. The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder.
The lockpick I found.
I'm so good at this, you guys. I'm a fucking genius.
Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Alright, let's ask him the challenge.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies. Go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
The lockpick.
Where did I find this again?
Outside the office.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
I'm so good at this, you
Apparently
guys.
you
I'm
did.
such a
Why
good
does this concern
detective. You already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open locked doors.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Do we think it was the murder weapon? That seems like a jump. Alright, we'll come back to you.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Another story from Boggy's Bog. Swamp Studios.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago, in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place.
Interesting.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did. Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. This is a really cramped museum. Just one room, not worth the admission price.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't pay anything to get in here.
Things in jars. Who?
The explorer must be a Time Lord. I like it. I'm into this theory.
Books about Boggy and other mysterious creatures. I'll read them some other time. These are skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models. This is a...
Okay, I think that's everything.
There's a little...
Okay, can we can't use the lockpick, apparently. Alright, we'll come back to that. maybe? Okay.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad.
Alright. So we're coming out of the swampy area, I guess. Okay.
The water's clear. Not bad. This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase.
Whoa.
And this place is so weird. This stair... The water's not bad.
Okay, doesn't seem to be much.
It's like a little forest back here.
Sure, let's check out the staircase tree. Okay, we're way off the beaten path now.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here.
I was just wondering that myself, Grimmy.
The lights are on. Maybe somebody's home. It feels like I've stepped into nighttime. What happened to the sun? It feels... I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies. I know what happens.
Alright, let's go in, I guess.
The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Okay. Okay, so we're trying to get... Woo, that's a terrible noise. Nope. Okay, there we go. And then... No. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. No. Every video game ever, what is the worst sound that I can make you listen to over and over? Seriously. I hate it. I hate it. Is it that? There we go. I am amazing. It's true. Alright. Who the hell? Alright, we're gonna pause real quick. It's still, no, it's not worse than the Deponia sound. That is always and forever probably the worst sound we've ever heard in a stream. Anyway, I need water, so I'll be right back. Stand by. Okay, I return. Now, who the hell is this? Alright, let's take a look around first.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. I'm indoors. What a treat. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned it hurts my brain.
Grimoire, come on. Need to open your mind up.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. Check out that sun... The tree comes straight through the middle of the house. It even has little drawers carved into it. Okay, even I'll admit, that's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, that's cute.
There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it. I'm in...
Okay. Hello.
You just
Oh
walked
my
straight
God.
into my house, did you?
Yes. Sorry, I would have rung the bell.
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing
I
with
fixed your
unwanted
door.
attention, but I can make
Me either.
exceptions for harmless idiots.
Oh,
Do you
thank
get
you.
any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
The least you could do is thank us for fixing the door latch. Anyway.
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
She's
What have you
boggy!
been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many
Okay.
things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow. How do you do that?
Chemistry.
I was gonna say, that's pretty advanced. Okay. Page from Weybridge's Book of Pressed Flowers contains information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. Okay, it was blue and red that we saw in the protest area, right? Okay. Last night.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds
Definitely
useful.
an eldritch
Can you
being.
tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
Okay. Interesting. So we don't have her challenge unlocked yet. Okay. Weybridge just lived in the swamp for over 60 years, not by itself suspicious. Weybridge knows all about the flowers that grow here.
Not suspicious.
Hates Remington and his tourist attraction. That is suspicious, we will say.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Okay. I'm not sure about this whole suspicious versus not suspicious thing. Some of them are odd. Okay, do. Alright, well, we'll come back to you, I guess, because we don't have a challenge question for you yet. My plan is we're gonna look at all the locations, we're gonna talk to everybody that we can find, and then we're gonna do a circuit of everybody and show them all the items that we found, and then see where we stand. Alright, this is the cafe, let's go!
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Aha, there is! A drawing of Boggy.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
These look like designs for a Boggy costume. What's going on around here? I mean, presumably they were making a mascot for the tourist attraction, I guess. Oh, the gloves. We already found the gloves, so...
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature... No. Hold on. Explains what Burl's black and white photo is showing me.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains
I'm so
what
good at
Burl's
this.
black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. For that black and white photograph, I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy.
Boy,
here.
you think?
And I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Of what? Of them having a mascot? I'm so confused. Alright, that's chapter 2. God.
I have something for you.
Hi.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this child? What is going on? Okay, so she gave us a key to Remington's office door. So we'll go check that out, but first let's look around here real quick.
The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships. Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
Coleridge.
Seriously, I'm not drinking that. There's a wooden path built right into the shipwreck. The rope bridge leads up through those trees. Do they expect tourists to climb up there? It looks dangerous.
I'm assuming that leads over to where... Yeah, the tree house is another way to get over there. Probably. Yeah. Yep, same place. Okay, cool. So that saves us a trip around. Oh no, that's the way we came over. That's where we came from. Right. Okay, I know where we are now. Okay. We found almost all the locations then. That's cool.
Ah, yes.
Another
I heard
impressive
they were
beard.
sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
Okay, I like this
How
guy.
do you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find this swamp to be your greatest challenge.
Okay. What's so challenging about an old swamp?
What's so challenging about an old swamp?
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Okay. Oh, we have a new conversation option that we can ask everyone about. Your job.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
Aha!
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Evidence of
Is there a
mascottery.
secret
Yeah.
to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
Okay.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Aha!
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, It's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice.
Ooh.
Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen
Interesting.
at the cafe yesterday?
Yeah, Bobby said, hang on. Bobby Burrell, nope, sorry, Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after a bog dog, nope, sorry, Harper sold him a bog dog.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper...
I mean, a hot
sold
dog
him
sounds
bog
really
dog.
good right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Alright, so we have a challenge for Mr. Harper, but we're gonna do this, these other questions first. Last night.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to? Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff.
Yes, you
There
should eat
simply
something,
aren't
Raider.
many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Oh, Grimoire, you have zero tact, bro. Alright, boggy costume.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Why is everyone here so weirdly ominous? Yes, everyone should eat, drink, and take meds. I agree. Alright, let's do the challenge question.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health
Yes,
wasn't
showering
perfect.
also a good idea.
But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
There was weird green shit on the fucking hot dog. Bog
The
dog.
bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here.
Hey, you said yourself
he
there
was
was green
poisoned?
shit on it.
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick? Question mark?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Maybe? Alright. Okay. Swamp juice, popular drink sold at the cafe in Boggy's Bog, has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of... Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. What if Remington faked his own death with trying to frame the monster in order to bring more tourists here? This is my working theory, I think. Because the swamp juice looks like slime. I don't know. Possibilities. Alright, Let's go to the places we haven't been yet, and then we're gonna circulate through everybody again and do the remaining, show them items and the new questions and stuff like that. So, this way. Hello, ma'am.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
It's the head of the costume.
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside.
Is it the curtain?
2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
The ripped curtain, I think.
It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though.
Okay, little girl is definitely a ghost.
It's a framed drawing. What a shame, it's not even signed. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas. Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them?
I don't know, is there?
Brightly colored is...
Unless it means the...
There's a string...
Yeah, okay. I think it means the costume head there.
Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside. Bonky dolls, bonky toys.
I got an achievement. Boggy's Fan Club. Examine all of the Boggy merchandise. Child's hat sold at the gift shop, designed to look a little bit like Boggy. Okay. I think I'm on board with my new theory, but we'll see. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
There aren't many clues over here, unless those trees are a clue. But I don't think so. I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path looks. Nope. There aren't many but...
Alright, who are you?
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Sally? Is it? I was gonna say, her hair looks kind of like Sally from our assistant from the second game. Wait, what? What did she say? Why is "did you miss me" an option? What did she say? I missed it. I was busy freaking out about her name. Does anyone know what she said? Oh, she said you weren't here yesterday. I hope this is somehow our assistant from the second game. Did you miss me?
Did you miss me?
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
That's her voice, right, from the second game?
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
Why is she, like, stretching seductively?
I have a good imagination.
Is it her? This is so exciting. Not expecting this. Okay, your job.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money.
It's her! Let's go!
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, Grimoire, you were complaining about this place the whole fucking time, so... Alright, last night.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know. but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Seriously though, as much as I appreciate
I love her.
sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels, and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here.
No free moments, only
Nobody's ever
seductive
stolen
stretching.
any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Okay. Presumably they were stolen as part of the swamp creature costume. Pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they are covered in a strange liquid slime. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left that bag in the swamp last night. Okay. So someone was definitely dressed up as the swamp creature and wandering around. And I don't know. I'm sticking with my working theory. I think Remington faked his death. It is Sally! Very exciting.
It's a humble gift shop wagon.
Nope. Alright, boggy costume.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those
Ma'am!
black leggings?
Hello?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
No, you're right. I always wear these.
Grimoire, this is a family-friendly stream, so I'm not gonna say what I think she wants to do to you. However... Sally wants to ride you like a rocking horse. Okay. So, cool. I know, I'm kidding completely. But yeah, they really toned down Sally's flirtatiousness in Tangle Tower, huh? She is not being subtle in the slightest. Alright, we're gonna come back to you. Hold on. Alright, so where are we trying to go? Yo, we can teleport? Okay. Just fucking him regularly by that point. Fair. Okay, we're all on board with the Sally Grimoire ship, clearly. Alright. So, we have one more place to go, which is the office, so let's do that.
Though I have the key, this might not be as...
She's not as thirsty. You know what? If she spends all her days selling gifts in a tourist attraction that no one visits, I kind of don't blame her for being thirsty, actually.
This door has 2 keyholes, so which key should I use in each one?
Do I have more? Okay, how do I have this many keys? I thought the girl only gave me one. Okay, so this one's gonna go there, and this one's gonna go there. That was easy. Yo! Oh my god, there's so much. Okay, so I guess that bang was supposed to be a gunshot, because we have a gun here.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace.
Aha, which made the 3 stabbies, I'm assuming. It's just hilarious that Grimoire is barely... I've never heard that particular phrase before, but my goodness. Grimoire has barely shown up and she's like, I'm going to peg you like a clothesline. Harry! Oh my goodness. Sharp metal poker. Okay, so I'm assuming this was what did the 3 stabbies in Remington's chest.
Something about those 3 prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across.
Yeah,
an
you can do it,
incredible
Grimoire. I believe in
evidence.
you. You can make the connection. Aha, there it is. It's a good point, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she probably sees very few people, let alone handsome, eligible detectives with nice voices. Okay, a fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office. It has 3 small prongs on the end. There is a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs, covered in a strange liquid slime. 3 prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon? Interesting. Alright, so we got that. Kitty!
Memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing.
I thought that was a kitty. It's not. It's a stuffed thing of some sort, presumably.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle was spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings.
Perhaps there is.
It's a letter Remington before...
Oh.
My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization... the rest is obscured. What a tease.
Okay.
Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
Okay, are you gonna let me see the back? Okay, well.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF.
FF. Wasn't that the initials of a bunch of people in Tangle Tower?
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of
Yo!
insect.
It's the bug from Tangle Tower. Let's fucking go. Connections. Connections. It's all coming together.
The whole thing is a mystery. I have no
Yeah!
idea.
Mystery for tomorrow is the achievement that I just got. Read the letters on Remington's desk. Let's go! Is there anything else relevant here?
Send word. The letters and
Yeah. Okay.
There's a map of it. There's a map.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. Okay.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
You know, this game is goofy, obviously, but like, this is seriously some of the most enjoyable mystery game construction that I've ever played. Aha, here we go. Some sort of hunting group? Got him. Get on there. Get on there! Hello? There we go.
This photograph, and it's a young Remington, and some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Why Harper specifically? First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters, headquarters 1963. A group photo of a hunting club. Younger Remington stands among friends. They are all holding rifles. I feel like Folder would be somebody to ask about this too. Alright, so that was Remington. Interesting.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
An old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Have we? Sally's face. The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society?
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story.
Yo!
If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around.
Cass, speak with
if I can
dead!
gather any information about his motives for being here.
Wrong game. Shit. Alright, Richard Remington's Real Reasons. Chapter 3. Alright.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
Okay.
I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now. This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. No way. No way. Is this a werewolf? These animals. They're all... They're not... I don't recognize any of them.
They hunted cryptids, right? So...
This is the creep...
Okay, anything else?
This is the...
Seems like no. Alright, so there's one suspect unaccounted for still. So, but I don't... We've been everywhere. So I think we're gonna jump to the swamp dock and we're just gonna work our way through the entire map, talk to everyone we run into, and show them all the items that we have, and see where that gets us. Starting with you.
Try and solve every suspect's challenge topic.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you're struggling, don't forget to present profiles and clues to people who might be interested. Oh, and hurry up. It's cold in this boat.
You know what? Bite me. Alright. Nobody here. Okay. M mutes the game rather than opening the map. That's great. Crossroad. Nobody here. Alright, we're just gonna go clockwise. Sally! My friend. Oh, we can ask about Richard now as well. Okay. Richard Remington.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What?
I don't want the answer to that question.
Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Okay, Sally, I look at all these things that I have collected.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a police file. Okay.
Where are you keeping all this stuff?
Up my
In your
ass.
pockets? These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
Okay. Flower book.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
Wow, okay. She is unimpressed with our flower book.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
Where are you keeping all this stuff?
Okay.
Is that one of your clues?
Okay. A lot of these things she is not interested in.
This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo.
Jesus,
It's a
plasma.
nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Okay, so that means it was taken in that clear area.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a camera. Hunting rifle.
Where are you?
Okay, fine.
Is that one of your clues? I have no... Where are you? Is that one of your...
Okay.
I have no...
Doesn't have much to say about most of
I
this.
think you're all way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
I love it.
That is not something from my gift shop.
Aha!
I've seen it before. Where are you keeping?
Alright.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Valid. Okay, we'll be back when we have a challenge question for you, eventually. The cafe. Harper. My dude, my bro. Tell me about Richard.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
Yeah, shooting
He was a
cryptids. We
man
know
with a
that already.
dream. I can tell you that much.
Okay. I have so many things to show you, Harper.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. He don't know everything.
Okay.
I can't help. Why don't you show?
Okay.
You don't know. It's the most. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Yeah, we knew that already.
It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green.
I
powder
really
isn't
fucking
supposed
want a
to be
hot
there.
dog now. Okay.
I can't help. Why don't you show? That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason. He was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
Feels like a red flag somehow.
That's the same fabric from Mr. Remington's curtains.
Hang on, sorry. I lost the window. Come back here. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, piece of the curtain. Okay.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid. It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
It's your fucking soda pop, bro.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
Okay.
I can't help you with that one. Why don't you show that? You don't know. I can't help you.
Okay.
Why don't you show?
Alright. Cool. So that pretty much clears you for the moment. Where to next? Let's talk to treehouse lady. What was her name? I don't remember. Hey, look at this costume.
I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
No, I'm just
Well,
asking everybody about
these
everything.
designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared
She's the
much
real
for
boggy.
it.
Wouldn't
Most
surprise me.
likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
She did say that she's lived here 60 years, which is how long the bog creature is, when the bog creature was spotted. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. Tell me about Richard.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Oh, also
off.
possible, Raider.
With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting?
Cryptids!
Wait,
Grimoire, keep
what
up,
about
Jesus.
Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home here. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's Bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Alright, look at all my stuff.
If you bring me some...
Okay, bring you something with liquid on it. Cool. Oh, it marks, which Grimoire's like, wait, they're poaching? They can't do that, it's illegal. Yeah. Grimoire, you gotta keep up, buddy. Alright, it's nice that they mark the things that have liquid on them for me. I'm assuming she's gonna tell me that all of these things are this.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Okay. Whoop, whoop.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Alright, so green would be blue, whoop, blue, and yellow, right? There are only, what would that be? Like 16 possible combinations of things in the world that make liquid.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Okay, hold on. Where in my notes? Where did you write? Hold on. No, wait, it'd be in clues, right? Swamp juice is a mixture of sugar, green food coloring, and carbonated water. And you got that from us putting some berries in a flour in a cauldron? Okay. Anyway, alright, we're gonna
You can put that...
show you everything.
No, thank you. There's two of them,
Oh, sorry.
and one of them only grows around the museum.
Okay.
If you bring me some... You can put that away.
Black and
No,
white
thank
photo.
you.
Nope. Okay.
If you bring me some...
No.
You can put...
Not interested in the hunting
No,
rifle.
thank
No. Lockpick.
Let's see. First thing, then tap the...
Okay. Whoop.
And now... Got it! Now I know what that liquid... I'll write it...
Okay. I'm assuming we're gonna find it's exactly the same for all of them, right? So if we look at the lockpick, slime is a mixture of, yeah, sugar, green food coloring, carbonated water. Okay. I have more things for you.
Let's see.
The fireplace poker.
First, then tap...
Do. Same fucking thing once again.
And now...
Yep. This is a less than inspiring puzzle, I've got to say.
This was...
Yeah, okay, so. Same thing again on the poker. Yep. We're zooming. Hunting photo.
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately. They've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
Interesting.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I stole it, apparently.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Okay. The swamp creature was living in the swamp when Lady Weybridge became a famous cartoon character. Nope, sorry. Backwards. Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer. Not 20 years ago, 60 years ago.
Lady Weybridge
Boom.
was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Were you the explorer, Lady Weybridge? Or are you Boggy? One of the two.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house.
She's not wrong.
Remember?
You were living in the swamp when the explorer visited 60 years ago.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Wow. I think you wrote something in the journal yourself.
I think
Nope.
you wrote in the
Nope.
journal yourself.
Nope. Wrong.
Let's
Sorry.
think about this
My
one
first
again.
wrong answer of the night. Let's go. Sorry. Come back here. I'm gonna do that again.
Did you?
Yeah. You were the original founder of the tourist
I hit the wrong. I got.
No way.
Nope. Sorry. I got over enthusiastic about
Oh,
zooming through
Yeah.
here. I'm Grimoire 19 and I never learned how to fucking read.
when you read.
Okay. You created the myth of the swamp creature yourself to scare people away.
You created the
What?
myth of the
I
swamp
clicked
creature
everything!
yourself to scare people. Hold on.
I'm confused. We've clicked all three and none of them were correct.
You, when you read.
You were already
Oh,
living in
right.
the swamp when
Sorry,
the
there were
explorer came
two
here
questions here.
That
The one, you know.
There we go. Okay. So. Okay, so we did this one and it was wrong, right? So, there's a page missing from this journal. I think you know where it is.
There's a page
Hey.
missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal. Or what, that I stole it?
Do we have any indication that Grimoire is working with a legal entity, or does he just do this? I don't think we've heard. Well, okay. He came here with Officer Jones and implied that he, like, knows Jones long term. And I'm assuming Jones is a police officer, but who knows, honestly. It also wouldn't surprise me if this is just how Grimoire fills his day. You stole it from him before he left the swamp.
You stole it from him before.
Oh, that failure noise is kind of painful. Let's try that again. Do
Yeah.
do 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 do. Do 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 do.
You're... or...
You took it from the journal and it was on display in the museum.
You took it from the
Oh
journal.
my god! Why do I suddenly suck? Hold on. One more, once more.
Yeah.
You were... that... You...
There's a...
You... or what?
Okay, so I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind. He doesn't carry a badge, and I don't think he's ever mentioned anything official in both games. On the other hand, everyone talks to him mostly honestly, and nobody's ever said, I don't have to talk to you, go away. It's true. So he seems to have some sort of authority, but maybe it comes direct from God, I don't know. He's a sleuth of Helm! Ah! Sorry, I'm just making Baldur's Gate references for no reason tonight.
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me.
Okay,
You
ma'am.
understand?
Okay,
What if I
ma'am.
promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Is this you?
Yo!
You drew into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back.
Aha.
What's this? Footprints.
All right. Lost page ripped out of the Explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the Explorer 60 years ago. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes at the front and 1 at the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Dun dun dun! Okay, cool. Have anything else from you?
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
fucking Withers energy up in here. Let's go. Speaking of Baldur's Gate references.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be...
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I haven't been presenting the profiles.
You
Whoops.
can put that away.
Let's see.
More soda. Quick pause. Look who's here. There's an Alonzo sighting. Say hi to your fan club, Alonzo. Hey, hi, buddy. Pretty boy. Ow. Ow. There we go. Good kitty. We do loves Alonzo. No, I don't want to quit the game. Damn it, Alonzo. Okay, cool. Liquid sample, right. Here we go. How much you want to bet it's exactly the same as the others?
Got it. Now I... Oh, what? That was...
Yep. Keep it together, Grimoire.
Let's see.
We already know what's happening here.
And now...
Plasmathios says redeems give Alonzo a treat except not really.
Here. I have no treat to give you right now, but I will give you a snuggle. How you feel about that? You're my pretty boy. You're my pretty boy? Okay. Alright. Oh no, I fucked it up. Shit, sorry. No, I know. Oh, shut up. I know it. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Snuggles are equally valid? Excellent.
Now I know. Oh, what? It's the There's something about that green slime.
Yeah, it took you a while, Grimoire, but we got there. Why is Sally's legs an option? Sally's legs are the only reason that my hairstyle have magic powers. Okay, no. Cool, okay. I think, the fireplace poker found in Remington's office... Nope, sorry. Hold on. The fireplace poker found at the crime scene and the... No. I think Grimoire has Sally on his mind, wonder why. Trying to solve the crime, but all I can think about are Sally's completely covered legs. Okay. I sort of think this is right, but I'm not positive. Because it wasn't actually found at the crime scene, it was found in Remington's office. Yeah!
Found at the crime scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene.
Alright.
Ask her about it.
Time to go challenge Sally. Okay, I think that's all the clues. I haven't been presenting profiles. We need to do that as well.
You should ask some.
Okay. Got nothing for that.
Sure would do some dozen.
Okay.
I'm not even sure.
Okay.
You should.
She doesn't know anybody.
A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though. Show it to some doesn't.
Okay. You don't know anybody.
I'm not even sure.
Not even sure who that is. Bullshit. You know exactly who Boggy is.
So I won't say anything at all.
Whoops. I get over aggressive with my skipping again. Okay. Let's go back and talk to... Who have we talked to? Oh, God damn it. Who have we talked to so far? We've talked to Sally at the gift shop and Harper at the cafe. So let's go back through them and do the profiles, because we didn't do that before. And we also have a challenge for Sally. Sally. Actually, we'll do the profiles first.
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
Correct.
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
We still have one person unaccounted for.
Is that your new friend? I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the more
Okay.
Is that your new sweet? I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
Okay.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
Alright, so that's all of that. Let's go do our challenge.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
Yeah, I think you're right, Ryder. Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
Yeah, she's definitely, flirting hard here. I love it. But, okay. Wow. What? No. They're loose and stretched.
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in the Boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up.
Oh my goodness!
This one.
They are both just bedroomizing the shit out of each other, and I love it. Tap and hold on the toy to wind it up. You know what? I'm over-interpreting this scene, and that's fine. I'm a hopeless romantic. Shut up. Amazing. Sally, fuck me senseless. Oh no. Small plastic toy sold at the gift shop has the cartoony appearance of Boggy. Boggy's feet are hidden in a bucket of water. Alright, cool. Well, it's been real, Sally. I'll be back later. This one. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Plasma. Alright, let's go to the cafe and show Harper the profiles. Got anything to say about these people? Okay.
I don't know very much about them.
It's you, bro.
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
I sure do.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, you got nothing for me.
I don't know very much about them. You have a lot of suspects on that. You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Okay, so that's all we got from you. So that takes care of this. There are people in the oh, hey! Who are you? Or is this the little girl again? It is, yeah, okay.
Ah, the great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas?
No.
Need a little push in the right direction?
No, why are you so mean to me? Was she in Tangle Tower? I can't remember. I don't think so. No need to push me, but the direction would help.
No need to push me, but the direction would help.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it.
Who are
Open
you?
the map, then magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Have you talked to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
Exactly.
You can't rush these things, you know?
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
Okay.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no
Okay,
doubt.
have a good night, Brady. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get good sleep, and good luck with your early morning. Okay, well, that little child is very strange. I bet she did it. Okay. Nobody here. Go in the museum. You.
So,
We've done your challenge. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff to talk about with you.
I found these designs for a boggy costume.
oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
That's
So
a lie.
tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job
Well, it's not a
researching
lie,
it
but we
if
know it's not
nothing has ever
true.
been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, you know, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to...
He did, yes,
It's just
sir.
But there's no way anyone would believe nothing but foolishness.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Why did the music stop so ominously? What the fuck? Alright, sir, I have so many things to show you.
I've never seen that.
Okay.
I have no interest.
Okay.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature. A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them. You're wasting your
Okay.
This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
Okay.
I've never seen that before. I have no interest.
Okay.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on. You're wasting your... I've never seen... I have no interest. Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
It's your lockpick, bro.
You're wasting your... So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
Interesting.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
It was in the museum, my dude. Okay.
Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
Oh my god, he's gonna shit himself.
Artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. I'd never seen that before.
Okay.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Yeah, how dare they?
I have no interest in...
Okay. Cool. Profiles.
This person is of no interest...
Okay.
If I cared about... Next time, only...
Okay. Nope.
This person is... If I cared about...
Okay.
Next time...
You just burned yourself, bro.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Okay.
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for your time. I don't think we can... I think we still can't open that. I'm assuming that's gonna be important to the, like, climax in some fashion. Okay, talk to these people again. So many new things to talk about with you guys. Can't believe they made Boggy woke with his fins. Yeah, seriously.
What can you tell me about these designs for a Boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
Okay.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or 2. Or 3. But you like...
Kitty stretch.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Okay. Clues.
You won't be getting...
Okay.
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet... I don't really have time.
Okay.
You won't be getting...
Brief kitty sighting.
If you want an autograph, a plain... I don't really have...
Okay.
You won't be getting... If you want a... He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know? I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
I know, right? I saw that.
I don't really have...
Okay.
You won't be getting... If you want an autograph...
You won't sign my lockpick? What the fuck, bro?
I don't really have...
Okay.
You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have... You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have... You won't be getting...
Okay. Profiles.
You want me to sign a photograph?
No.
I'm a busy man and...
Okay. Kitty sighting of your own? Hell yeah.
The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man.
Okay.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. I simply don't... You want me to sign? Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Kitty butts. Hell yeah. Please give them scritches for me when appropriate. When they are finished with the food experience.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, it was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Officially, my prime suspect is a swamp monster. It's like saying that your suspect is Bigfoot. Yeah. Alright. Is that everything? We're done with him, I think.
Uh-huh.
Hi. Boggy costume.
I found these designs for a costume. A boggy costume.
Uh-huh. The legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Alright, thanks for that.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I like this guy.
No,
He seems good.
I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
Like he hunted cryptids, Grimoire. Keep up. Jesus. Okay. Clues.
That's great. I'm sorry I have not seen that.
Never seen a map before?
What is it? Some evidence from last night?
He's a professional. I respect professionalism. Yeah, he seems like he's just chill and wants to do his job.
I'm sorry I have... What is it? That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Hey.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there?
We have, in fact.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess. I'm sorry I have not...
Okay.
What is it? I'm sorry I... What is it?
This is not the most engaging part of the
sorry,
gameplay,
I
I've got to
have
say.
not What is it? Some... I'm sorry I... What is it?
Profiles.
You should ask someone.
No.
Try showing it to... the famous director, and my friend.
Okay.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment. I really don't have... You should ask some... Try showing it to somebody. I really don't have...
Okay. Takes care of these guys. What else we got? Alright, protest and crossroad. We never figured out what was happening at the protest, actually, so we should go there next. Yo, it's our final suspect, I think. Finally, stop swamping the swamp. Okay.
A rather
Hello there.
You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
It's okay, I'm a
I always arrive
detective.
at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
What is this answer? Because you're a good swimmer. What does that have to do with Echo? Echolocation, I guess? Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose?
Why?
Echo the dolphin. What is Echo the dolphin?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again. Until my job is done.
Okay, what is your job? The way I snapped up because one of my special little guys is named Echo. I've been watching some of your posts on Tumblr about the Bad Batch, right? Is what it's called. I know nothing about it, but occasionally other posts come by on my dash about it, and I'm like, oh, that makes me think of Aerie. I have never heard of Echo the Dolphin, no.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Okay. Last night.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
The costume!
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Okay.
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
Interesting. Alright, clues!
Show it to
Nope.
No thanks, I'm afraid I... Show it... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it to... No
Can
thanks.
definitely hear the same motifs in the soundtrack as in Tangle Tower. That really high choral line was
afraid I
present
have
in
no
Tangle Tower
idea.
soundtrack as well.
Show it to... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it... What?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
Was he?
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well,
Why,
I found
thank
the
you.
photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture.
Okay.
And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
I did. He didn't say anything.
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting
What's
to
your
protect
deal,
the
bro?
real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
What is going on here?
No thanks, my friend.
Okay.
I'm afraid I... Show it to some... No thanks. I'm afraid...
Okay. Profiles.
You're asking the wrong person. A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too. He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
Dun dun dun!
You're wasting your... I have no...
Love that we have one man that will only engage with Boggy as a cartoon and one that is loudly defensive of the cartoon, or derisive of the cartoon, and they're both the most obnoxious creatures alive. Yeah, there's some personalities happening here.
You're asking the wrong...
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Oh, really?
No one?
We get on rather well. and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Interesting. Despite being those two counterpoints of how they feel about the cartoon.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost. The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Okay. We're gonna have to come back to you because we don't have your mystery yet. We're also gonna have to go around and ask everybody about him. Okay. I think we've made our full circuit here now as far as talking to people. So now we need to go around again, ask everyone about Echo, and we also need to, I guess, show the something to Harper again, because what's-his-face said that we should. So, back to Sally. Hi.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book.
Yay!
His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Okay. Sally Spears. Nope. Hold on. Here we go. Echo spends less time holding the protest sign. He just seems to be a fake protester. There's nothing else he can do, so he does this. Well, you know. But he has money that he can spend at the cafe, so what gives? More time in his tent.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
Okay. Let's go around quickly to everyone else and ask them about Echo, just for thoroughness' sake, but I think that's what we needed. Hi. Echo.
He's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what
I saw that too earlier, that made me laugh.
Nothing of real importance.
Okay. Interesting. Wait, he said something about him asking what people like to eat. Ah, there's a couple things we haven't shown.
Why don't you? You don't know everything, Emma.
Okay, no, we've shown everything about. Okay. Cool. Fuck it. Let's go back to the protest. I have a challenge for you, sir.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent.
Okay.
Notebook time.
I have a silly nickname. Attacks. Has it just been raining?
You've been in your tent because it's been raining!
Why not?
Wait, did I fail that?
I heard
hold on.
So, well,
in that...
howdy. Notebook time.
I got an achievement that said draw a cute ghost in your notebook, even though I didn't do that.
You've been from.
Okay, we're getting it complete no matter
I heard you've been and
what
normally
we say, so...
Well, howdy. Notebook time.
Let's do all of them, I suppose. Just...
You've been hot.
Okay, it keeps giving me challenge complete no matter what, so I don't... I'm just gonna do all 4 of them just to be on the safe side.
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
Okay, well, that was odd. Alright, well, we've done all the challenges now. So now what?
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Okay. The beginning of the end. We have half an hour. Can we finish this tonight? Hopefully. Because I don't think there's enough of it to make another stream. What's up, buddy?
Ah, you finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't. I don't need to.
I don't need to.
Boggy's criminal record. What? Final chapter. Okay, here we go. That was a really short chapter. What the fuck?
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Well, not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
Okay.
If that's not Boggy, what is it?
It's a dude in a costume. This one.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
The missing page.
This? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The
I'm such a
footprints
good
of the crime
detective.
scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind.
The poker!
How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
I'm so good at this. The poker.
Prongs match up with the wounds perfectly.
This is such a good game,
Handles even
like,
covered in
honestly.
slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
Right? Like, this is not a hard game. This is not a challenging mystery in any regard, but it flows. And I felt this way about Tangle Tower, too. Like, it wasn't hard, per se, but it flowed so nicely and made you feel like you were slotting all the pieces into place. This is the soda!
This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
It's
A poisoned hot dog.
bog dog!
It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
That Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
I mean, he died there. We did know that part. The murder!
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work out.
Video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just
Oh God, here we
rearrange
go.
the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right.
Okay, this is fun.
Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Okay, so Remington rips off the curtain is definitely this. I'm assuming the blast is the hunting rifle. Okay, so Remington cries out in shock as Boggy appears. and then cries out in shock and falls backwards is this one. I'm guessing the clang is the metal poker. Remington lands on the planks outside his office is the thud. Culprit opens the office door.
I think that's
Let's go! I'm so good at this.
Ah, excellent. There's just two small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
It was in the helmet, the headpiece.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide.
Again, though, the fundamental question of who the fuck is still unanswered.
Well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape?
Maybe he missed,
Remington
James.
Miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left.
Right, we don't have the body of the costume yet.
Onto my, and we'll see what happens with the.
Yeah, we don't have the. I get it. We don't have the body. Not a complicated.
Wait, you never found the body
Dun,
piece,
dun, dun.
the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire.
I bet it's fucking.
body.
It's Echo. It's Echo. He's wearing the huge fucking
Soften the impact from a bullet.
thing.
Aha!
Exactly.
Right?
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
I'm pretty sure Echo's wearing it.
How?
Yeah!
Look everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
Large boy! Large boy! Here we go.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you.
Uh-huh.
He worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
Yeah, he didn't care about the tourist attraction. He was just here trying to shoot Boggy for his hunting group. Hold on. The hunting photo was framed because Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo
Nope.
was
Okay.
framed.
I'm
because
sorry.
Richard
I'll do it
Remington
again.
was
I'll do it
here to
again.
Hunt Boggy.
No, I know. Okay, Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. All right, the hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. There we go.
Photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard, Plasma. All right, the hunter and the hunted.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. that creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice.
Oh, that's a good point, Ryder.
This whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
Kitty. How can you know what Boggy wanted?
How can you know what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective.
It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
This is so ominous. What the fuck?
Somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
I'm gonna stare ominously at you.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
Oh shit, there you go! We found him! Hi, Boggy. Yo! Cryptid sighting.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Yay! Alright! Grimoire had a Jace level worried face. Yep. Alright! That was super fun. And we finished it in one night, which is always great. Cool. So, yeah, that was super enjoyable. There is a third game in the series coming at some point, so we will definitely be playing that when it comes around. Because, yeah, this series is super fun. I really enjoyed it. Next Friday, we will be doing Deliver Us Mars, which is the sequel to Deliver Us the Moon, which we also very much enjoyed. Oop, hello.
What did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Okay. Dun dun dun. And then that was completely abandoned in Tangle Tower, as far as I can remember. Yes, and then somewhere in between, Sally and Grimoire got together. But yeah, so we'll definitely be playing the third one when it comes around. This coming Friday, next Friday rather, we will do Deliver Us Mars, which is the sequel to Deliver Us the Moon, which we also really enjoyed. So that's the plan. Also, of course, my coding stream on Sunday and my Elden Ring stream on Monday. So that is the upcoming plan. Let me quickly see if anyone from Campfire is live for us to raid. And then we'll wrap up. Key. We're going to give Key to Life a raid, another awesome member of the Campfire stream team. Please give her some hype. And yes, thank you all for being here. Whoops. Raid Key to Life. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it, as always. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time.